What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We are now just a few days away from Zack Snyder's Justice League, and the media is all spun up, screeching about toxic fans and fan entitlement, and we saw this coming for months. And I've kind of stayed off reporting on it because I want to enjoy the Snyder Cut. It's probably too long. I would probably, 4 hours is too dang long for a movie. But nonetheless, and I've also been open about I understand the Snyder Cut movement and I support it, which is why I covered it. But I'm not a Snyder Cut, I'll watch it if it's good, but also, I'm not as invested. I'm more invested in the movement, in consumers actually getting something they want. Imagine calling it toxic, that the consumers are loudly telling you this is something they want. You create it, and then they pay you for it, and then calling that toxic. I can't even understand that logic. You know what I do understand, though? The importance of keeping blue light out of your eyes. Check out this video sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, BlueBlox. Now, I'm downstairs all day long staring at 5 different screens plus all my studio lights, and at the end of the day, I do worry about if it's having some long-term effects on my eyes. In fact, sometimes when I shut my eyes, I can still see everything. Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah! Ah! Which is why I'm really glad to have BlueBlox as a sponsor. Look, blue light damages our eyes and leads to digital eye strain. Symptoms of digital eye strain are blurred vision, headaches, dry, watery eyes, and more. BlueBlox was created to fix this problem and block out blue light with high-quality lenses. Unlike other types of blue light glasses, BlueBlox are evidence-backed and made under optics laboratory conditions in Australia. BlueBlox is also giving back by working in partnership with Restoring Vision in their Buy One Gift One campaign. For each pair of BlueBlox glasses purchased, they donate a pair of reading glasses to someone in need. Go to blueblox.com/thequartering and use promo code TheQuartering at checkout to get 20% off and enjoy free shipping on orders over $115. If you're staring at screens all day long, your computer, your cell phone, tablets, or other things, it's absolutely worth trying out. It supports the channel, so check out the link in the description or pinned comment below. And thanks for always checking out the sponsors. It helps a ton, and I really appreciate it. Now, I think it's fair to say that Zack Snyder's Justice League is just objectively better. Yes, we have the fandom getting what they want, and we're going to talk about that, why that's a problem. But we can just look at critic reviews, right? With 400 critic reviews, the original Justice League sat at a 40%. Zack Snyder's, with 127 already in the tank, so it's not going to change much, 78%. So, it's objectively better. I mean, by these numbers, it's nearly twice as good. Could this, tick down or up by a few points? Sure. But, the biggest objective complaint is that it's too long, I think. You see, the double length simply means more opportunities for Snyder's trademark slow-mo characteristics to get slammed into walls, and rocks to happen. Zack Snyder's Justice League is aiming to be epic. There's definitely clearly effort put in, but it lacks the heart it needed. A lot of the negative reviews, are either that it's blah or that it's too long. But a lot of these people that gave it negative reviews also were in the same group, like the Venn diagram of people that whined about toxic fan culture and people that also gave it a negative review. There's a strong correlation there. There are things you can legitimately critique it for. Here you can see John DeForest from The Hollywood Reporter. Even a good superhero flick, and this definitely isn't, shouldn't be this long. I mean, yeah, people complain about it being long. It's all a bit. Release the deleted scenes. So that's a shot at the release of Snyder Cut fandom. It's overlong, miserable, and signifies nothing other than the potential of fandom to influence top-level creative decision. We should. What do you mean? Fans I don't understand this logic. Of course fans should influence top-level creative decisions. What do you mean? We're the ones giving you our money, you idiots. What does it even mean I just don't understand this. And every major media outlet is whining about the social media campaign. Here's The Verge yesterday. Zack Snyder's Justice League remains overshadowed by its social media campaign. After 4 years of countless tweets, the Snyder Cut is here. Again, let's break down what they're mad about. Fans asked for something, and they got it. These are the same people that supported the firing of Gina Carano, but they didn't call that out, did they? Isn't that interesting? They didn't seem to have a problem with the hashtag Fire Gina Carano working. So they see this. They've identified this group of fans as toxic, and therefore they don't support it. But when it's something they politically do support, suddenly it's okay. I mean, are you saying that the original Justice League was a good movie? Because you didn't back then. Hacks. Like any massive faceless group centering their online personas on one particular thing or person, the Snyder Cut fandom, or released the Snyder Cut Collective, as they became known, was a mixture of positives and negatives. The positive aspects are inspiring. Together, the group raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for awareness, because we saw really Zack leaving the film after his child self-deleted. A cause close to Snyder's heart after his daughter's passing. A fandom rooted in a specific director spawned some genuinely thoughtful social media campaigns. It's also impossible to ignore the negatives. Critics and reported received countless life threats and vile words, all because they expressed disinterest in the Snyder Cut or called Snyder's other work bad. Warner Brothers and DC Comics executives like Jeff Johns and former Warner Brothers CEO Kevin Sujihara, I'm not sure, were lambasted by Snyder fans to the point that John seemingly stopped using Twitter altogether. Oh, won't somebody think of the CEOs? Won't somebody out there think of the CEOs? It's not like we're getting this for free, which it should be. People are having to sign up for a pay service to watch this, you idiots. This is all the same thing. They did this with Sonic too. Remember when the original Sonic drawings came out and everyone made fun of it, and then the Sonic animators had to go back to work and get it right? Well, you know what happened? Everyone loved that movie. People went and saw it multiple times to support that movie, like I did. I went multiple times in the cinema to see it, and I paid $20 to rent it digitally. That was to be fair, that was at the height of a total statewide lockdown, if I remember correctly. I was going insane, locked in the house. I needed Sonic to help me. It took them time. It took them, he said her Twitter mentions were full of people demanding the Snyder Cut. Oh no, if only you had a mute button. You know you can mute phrases. Like, I have several phrases muted because I just don't want to see tweets about it. You can do these things. And also, again, what somebody think of the CEOs. You see, Zack Snyder's Justice League will delight DC's toxic fans. Again, if these people had been demanding, I don't know, something for the Wonder Woman character, or for more diversity, you wouldn't be calling them toxic. It's the same fans. The myth began back in May 2017, where in the midst of the post-production of Justice League, Snyder, the architect of Warner Brothers DC Universe and the director of Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman, stepped away to deal with the passing of his stepdaughter. And Avengers Helmer Joss Whedon, who's terrible, was hired to complete the would-be blockbuster. The Frankensteinian final project grossed an underwhelming $658 million worldwide, and social media campaign for the original Snyder Cut began, eventually gaining enough steam to make Snyder cop to its existence, sensing an opportunity to mend fences with the filmmaker. Satiate vocal diehard fans erased their partnership with Whedon, who's been dogged by all sorts of other bad behavior, and produced a grand event for its fledgling HBO platform. Warner Brothers announced in May 2020 it would spend additional $70 million to complete the long-rumored epic. Again, are we going to get to the bad part? This is like pure capitalism. Customers demand a product. I mean, I wish. Like, look, listen, if you're a viewer of mine and you have extra money you want to spend, and if thousands of you agree that you'll pay for something, I'm going to make it happen within reason. That's just good business. That's not being toxic. You're letting a company know that you want more of something you like. Again, when they're canceling Gina Carano, you're fine with it. I don't want to spoil anything because I want to watch it. I'm going to be watching the original Justice League probably today to just kind of prepare. Although I thought, like, maybe I shouldn't, and I should just because then it'll be too easy to make comparisons. I don't know. There are a myriad of articles to be written about whether Snyder's restored superhero endeavor, premiering March 18th, is the larger scheme of things a heartening tale of resurrection of a project undone by controversy and circumstance, or a worrisome saga about the power wielded by a small and at times toxic fan base. Again, where were the articles from the Daily Beast lamenting Gina Carano? I think Justice League, obviously you can look at this. Zack Snyder's Justice League, relentlessly boring and endlessly long. Great review by GameSpot. You know that these type of websites can only get attention when they write reviews like this. Like a positive review for WandaVision gets them 100 clicks, but this review is going to get them thousands of loyal Snyder Cut fans. But you see here, look at Time Magazine. The Snyder Cut is a better version of Justice League. By the way, end of the sentence, right? That's where you end the sentence. But it sets a dangerous precedent. A dangerous precedent of customers telling a business that, hey, we'll buy this thing if you make it. They're just all sad and jealous. They're jealous. These people always get bent out of shape anytime there's fan service. I'm happy for the Snyder Cut people. I'm happy that we've got, a conclusion here. I hope it's everything you guys wanted. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, please do click that red subscribe button down below the video. We'll talk to you again real soon.